Today, I'll be going in depth on the thought process behind the musical makeup of this song. For the first song, I decided to go with the one on the promises of God. I think that one is a little more my style. It's a little easier for me to write, setting myself up for success and moving forward and making that success snowball into hopefully what will be a good EP. For songs, I usually start with music first, and then from there I go on to lyrics, and that's what I will be doing with this song. Again, I want to do what I'm kind of comfortable with. I want to start off and try to set myself up for success and try to build some good momentum going forward with the EP. So I'll do what I'm comfortable with in the arena that I've worked in a lot. So before I start with music composition, I want to think about what is the purpose of the song. What should this song accomplish? And with this song, which we'll be talking about the promises of God, I want it to be impartation. If I had one word, it would be impartation. So I'd like this song to be something that you can play in the background, something that just kind of blends in and just kind of melts away. And the lyrics of it and the melody of it and everything, I just kind of wanted to lay back and to disappear. And what I would like this song to do is to impart. So the promises of God over the listener or into where it's being playing. So this could be something you could listen to for 5 minutes or put on a loop and listen to for 5 hours, and it make no difference to you as far as listening. I want it to be easy to listen to and not distracting. So in order to complement this, I want the music, the melody, I want the tempo, I want the lyrics, I want them all to be kind of laid back, kind of easy, maybe even predictable, because I don't want to distract from the impartation. So I want everything to be just kind of simple, kind of laid back, easy listening. So with that in mind, when I was thinking about this, I figured, what can I do that will be simple? And now we're going to get a little technical. It's going to be a bit of a music lesson. So if that's not your thing, just skip this one. See you on the next one. So the chords I chose for this is a very, very common progression. It's very common in jazz. It's very common in gospel. It's very common in blues. It's what you call a 2-5-1 progression. Terry, what does that mean? Well, a 2-5-1 progression, let's just say I'll be in the key of D flat today. So it's do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. And so in the key of D flat, you'll have 1, D flat, 2, E flat, 3, F, 4, G flat, 5, A flat, 6, B flat, 7, C, and back to the 1, which is the D flat. Now that we have that out of the way, I'll only talk about the numbers now because 1 is easier than saying D flat. Now that we have the progression, I want to have a tempo and a style that also lends itself to being laid back and easy and disappearing. So when I was thinking about this, I thought bossa nova. That is kind of a jazzy style. It's kind of a elevator music style. It's something you can just put on and it's really easy on the ears. So I thought that would complement this song a lot. And so that sounds like this with the 2-5-1 progression. 2, 5, 1. It's nice, but it could be better. So what I did was I kind of jazzed up the chords a little bit. And so for the 2, which would normally be a minor chord, I made it a minor 9. So it goes from sounding like this to sounding like that, which is a minor 9 chord. For the 5, which is usually a major chord, that's your major, I made it a 13th chord. So you go from major to 13. And then your 1, usually major, I made it a major 7. So you go from that to your major 7, which is an easy, laid back, smooth chord. So I went from this, my 2, 5, 1, to something that's that fits the mood a little more. So this is the new 2-5-1. So that's the new 2-5-1. It just sounds smoother, sounds better, easier on the ears. One thing I also decided to do was to throw in what you call a passing chord. This is something to kind of mix it up a little bit, adds a little more attention and resolves better to the 1. And for that, I took my 1, which is D flat, and I made it a 9 chord, which sounds like this. And so all together, this is what we have. And then back to the 1. I feel like this progression in this way is very smooth, it's very laid back. It will allow the music to kind of settle in the background and disappear so that it can be listened to for long periods of time, for short periods of time, and it not really distract. Now, this is what I have so far. This may change. The chords may change. The tempo may change. Things may change altogether, and that's part of the writing process of the EP. If it changes, you'll know it real time. And so next, for the musical part of this, it goes into production. That means adding more instruments, adding elements to it that will give it more space, that will allow it to not be boring, but also disappear. So it goes into production next. If this is the progression and the tempo and everything that I stick with, then that will happen next. And of course, there's lyrics. So if you want my thought process and how I do lyrics, that will be one coming soon. If you like the content, stay connected. The long form is on YouTube and Facebook, all my shorts and stuff. That will be on Facebook as well. It'll be on YouTube as well. It'll be on Instagram. Like and share. If this is your process, if you do it completely different, if it was helpful to you, comment below. Thanks. Catch you on the next one. Peace.